Most men think confusion is normal. It isn't, it's engineered. If you've ever felt blindsided by a woman who suddenly changed, this video is about you, because what you're reacting to isn't emotion, it's structure. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You were never taught how to read patterns, only feelings. So you chase moods, apologize for things you didn't cause, and call it love. Meanwhile, a hidden psychological engine is running the entire interaction. Dark psychology isn't about manipulation. It's about seeing what's actually there when illusions are stripped away. Behavior follows code. And once you see the code, chaos turns into prediction. But this knowledge comes with a cost. You can't unsee it. You'll notice the moment attention shifts. The second respect is tested. The instant warmth turns strategic. Now you're still looking at the surface. In the next part, we go beneath it. And what you'll see there explains. Here's where most men make their first fatal mistake. They ask which version of her is real. The sweet one, the distant one, the cold one that appears under pressure? The answer is unsettling. They're all real. What you're seeing isn't deception. It's role activation. The female psyche doesn't move randomly. It adapts to environment, like a weapon changing modes. At work, one setting. With friends, another. With you, a third. Men call this inconsistency. Dark psychology calls it contextual expression. And here's the part no one tells you. The core never changes. Only the masks do. When energy is high, the mask holds. When stress, fear, or fatigue hit, the mask cracks. That's when the truth leaks out. Not during romantic highs, not during curated dates, but when she's irritated, ignored, or denied control. In the next part, I'll show you how to identify the core fast. And once you see it, guessing ends forever. If you want clarity, stop listening to what she says. Start tracking what she needs to feel alive. Every woman has a dominant psychological orientation, not a mood, not a phase, a gravity center. Some are wired for attention. Silence feels like suffocation to them. Ignore them and they don't get sad. They panic. Others orbit status. Respect isn't optional. It's oxygen. A single moment of perceived disrespect can erase months of affection. Then there are those driven by connection. Depth over everything. Surface-level romance feels like starvation. Some organize their entire life around safety. Predictability equals love. Uncertainty equals threat. Others chase impressions, novelty, intensity, stimulation. Routine kills desire faster than betrayal. And finally, control. They feel calm only when steering the outcome. Here's the key. Pain reveals the dominant. What hurts her disproportionately is the map. Here's how you identify the dominant without interrogation. You observe the silence. When nothing demands her attention, what does she talk about? Not what she says she values. What her mind returns to. Attention types circle back to stories about reactions. Looks messages left unread. Status types drift toward achievements, money, who outranks whom. Connection types steer into emotions, meanings, how things feel between us. Safety types repeat plans, routines, and worst-case scenarios. Impression seekers hunt the next thrill before the current one fades. Control types ask questions that aren't curiosity, but surveillance. And then there are triggers. Ignore her briefly. Disagree calmly. Change plans once. The reaction will be bigger than the event. That overreaction is not drama. It's the nervous system defending its core fuel source. But this is still the surface layer. Next comes the mask, and that's where men truly get trapped. Every woman wears a mask. So do you. The mistake is thinking the mask is fake. In dark psychology, the mask is called the persona. It's not a lie. It's a tool. Some personas radiate warmth and innocence. Translation, I am safe, choose me. Others broadcast weakness and need. Translation, protect me, attach to me. Some project confidence, sexuality, power. Translation, I am valuable, earn me. And then there's the cold, unreachable mask. The mystery. The chase trigger. Here's the dangerous part. Personas switch fast. Not always to manipulate, but to achieve an outcome. The question you must ask is brutal. Is this warmth coming from her state or from her strategy? Most men feel the emotion and stop thinking. That's where they get hooked. The shadow is what she never shows you. and what she denies most loudly. Every psyche has a basement. That's where rejected traits live. Anger, jealousy, dependence, fear. They don't disappear. They wait. The sweeter the surface, the darker the pressure underneath. Endless compliance often hides volcanic resentment. Rigid independence often conceals terror of abandonment. Watch for emphatic denial. I never get jealous. I don't need anyone. I don't care about money. Dark psychology rule. Whatever is denied compulsively is active underground. The shadow leaks when energy drops. Fatigue, alcohol, stress. That's when the real reactions surface. Sharp, disproportionate, revealing. Not evil, unintegrated. Here's why this matters to you. The shadow controls behavior more than intention. Fear is the hidden operating system. Not love, not logic. Fear. Most relationship behavior is a defense protocol. Activated automatically, unconscious. Relentless. Fear of abandonment creates clinging disguised as affection. Fear of control creates distance disguised as independence. Fear of rejection creates tests disguised as drama. Listen carefully. What she calls love is often just fear wearing perfume. A woman demanding constant reassurance isn't hungry for romance. She's terrified of being forgotten. A woman who keeps you at arm's length isn't mysterious. She's defending autonomy like a besieged city. Once you identify the core fear, behavior becomes predictable, mechanical, almost boring. Here's the dark truth. People will sacrifice anything to avoid their primary fear. Dignity, intimacy, respect. And if you don't see this pattern, you become the sacrifice. Next, I'll show you how switching happens and why it feels insane. This is where men start doubting their sanity. One day she's warm, the next ice. You think it's mood. It's role switching. In healthy psyches, roles cooperate. Different sides, same loyalty. In fractured ones, roles are enemies. They don't share memory. They don't share values. That's when love feels like walking on a minefield. Affection today is punished tomorrow. So how do you see the truth? You watch when no performance is required. How does she treat people who can't benefit her? The waiter, the driver, the friend she's outgrown. Masks drop in low-stakes moments. And cruelty toward the irrelevant is a rehearsal. One day you'll be irrelevant too. This isn't paranoia. It's pattern recognition. Control rarely looks like force. It looks like concern. Did you eat? Text me when you arrive. I just worry about you. In small doses, it feels warm. In large doses, it becomes a cage. Dark psychology calls this soft domination. Influence through guilt. Compliance through care. If every independent decision triggers disappointment, resentment, or emotional withdrawal, you're being trained. Then there's chronic resentment, the most toxic lens of all. Unresolved pain doesn't stay silent. It searches for a screen. And if you're there, you become the projection. You can't behave your way out of someone else's bitterness. You can only recognize it. Understanding trauma creates empathy. But empathy without boundaries becomes self-destruction. You are not a rehabilitation center. Everything you've learned collapses without one skill. The observer. Most men don't observe. They project. They see what they hope for, not what's there. Desire blinds faster than ignorance. Loneliness edits reality. Dark psychology demands discipline. You track actions, not words. Patterns, not promises. Watch how she speaks about the past. Exes, friends, parents. History is not a story, it's a blueprint. People don't transform in relationships. They reveal. And here's the final twist. This system works on you too. Your fears, your masks, your shadow. Until you map your own wiring, you remain hackable. A self-aware man is hard to manipulate. He sees games because he knows his own. The female mind isn't magic. It's architecture. Now you have the blueprints. Use them not to control, but to choose. That's maturity,